Okay, so I just want to finalize what I was seeing. I'm going to zoom in here. If you can look carefully. All right, so this is the epicotyl of one of the beans, and you can oops, I just broke it, unfortunately. You can clearly see that that's the epicotyl, and then this was the radical and the hypocotyl. Versus the other one, the first one, there was no epicotyl, but there was the hypocotyl and the radical. All right, so now that I've completed my my dissection, all right, I want to now think about all that I've learned. On the next page, now I have the opportunity to now fill in the blank. All right, so this is really going to be your work. We were dissecting in order to determine what are the parts of a plant that help it survive, and what are the functions of each part of those plants, or each part of that plant. And so when we think about a bean seed, what is the function, what is the purpose of the cotyledon, right? The cotyledon stores food for the young plant. So how does that help a plant survive? All right, the embryo, which is the radical, and the cotyledon and the epicotyl, the radical, the hypocotyl, and the epicotyl, all right, are all together the embryo. So that's the leaves, the stem, the root. How do those parts of a bean seed, when they turn into a bean, help that plant survive? And then the seed coat. What's the purpose of a seed coat? What could that possibly do to help protect a seed, right? And how does that help a plant survive? So when you're done with your dissection, you can, on the back side of your card, you can draw as a scientist would and label what you discovered, all right? So my drawing is going to be a lot like my diagram, and I'm going to label it, because one of the easiest ways to learn vocabulary and to have new information stick is to draw it and label it, and to do these things again and again and again. All right, so, and any good diagram, you absolutely must label the diagram so that we know what we're looking at. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoy dissecting your bean seed. Your job is to observe the bean seed before you soak it, observe the bean seed after you soak it, take the bean seed apart and identify the different parts of the bean seed, and practice using your vocabulary of the different parts of a plant. And while you're doing all of this, I do want you to be thinking about what are the parts of a plant that help it survive, and how do they help it survive? All right, scientists, have fun with your dissection. Bye.